Dan and Amy want to alert Sox fans. There is the Sox Fans for Cubs website, so Sox fans that want to come over and support the Cubs to cross the picket line, as it were. Sox fans, the number 4, Cubs.com. And if you go to that site, it says, shame on you, Cubs suck. Just when you think there may be a break in the wall. No, Sox fans holding firm. So we know how much it's cost to get into Wrigley Field for Game 3, because we talked to your friend Steve Bazile. Steve Bazile yesterday.
Steve Ducey's fine, too. I'm sure he knows
No, not
about,
Steve Ducey. I was going to say, never mind.
He works at Fox and Friends.
Steve Bazile, sitclose.com. He's put it at basically $6,500 to get a seat.
Yes.
Game 3. That's where it is right now.
And for standing room only is around $2,700. So people are willing. Everybody wants to be in the neighborhood. I have 2 friends from Michigan coming in today. I have a friend coming in from New York, New Jersey, and then my friend from Amsterdam, from the Netherlands, is coming in over the week.
Dutch.
The Dutch. Now they have to ruin everything.
Boy.
But they just want to come in and be in the neighborhood when the Cubs are playing the World Series.
And a few guys that were there in 45 want to get in too, but they can't because the aldermen took their seats.
Exactly. This is Stan Roche. He was selling peanuts outside the World Series back in 1945. He was 15 years old at the time, and he picked up, Dan, a ticket stub.
I found that on the floor, and I said, I'm going to take a little souvenir. Who knew it would be 71 years before I could get another one? And I'm counting on him to give me another one this year.
And Jim Moreau, he was also at the last World Series.
It kept the hard times good and interesting. There was only 8 teams in each league, and I think you knew every player. And it was just an exciting time. Good time.
Saying how important baseball was during World War II, to try and boost everyone's spirit, and that's what they had baseball. So I think that you should give these guys some tickets, especially Raymond Barnes.
I'm sure they're going to make it this time. Even though when I was there in 45, we lost in 7, this time we're going to make it.
Yeah,
Go Cubs.
It's the World Series to end all World Series. Is.
It is, Dan.
And the question
the
question for tonight is, well, how much does it cost to get into one of the Wrigley Field bars, particularly the iconic ones like Murphy's Bleachers? And for the answer to that question, we're happy to be joined by the proprietor of Murphy's Bleachers. She is Beth Murphy. Beth, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Good morning.
Good morning. So what's the program at Murphy's tonight?
I think everyone's asking. We're kind of playing it by ear. You just played all those clips. We don't have any experience with the World Series. We're not charging it. We don't. Everyone's been calling and asking, what do you think? I'm like, I don't know. Nobody here at our bar is old enough to have experienced the World Series with the Cubs. There's a lot of interest. We're just running our bar the way we run our bar, and our first priority is to our regulars.
Yeah, I mean that's
right. It's first come, first serve, right?
Well, I mean,
right.
and look, I mean, the last time they won a World Series, Chicago was still rebuilding from the fire, so I understand.
Okay, that's a little hard.
Yeah, he's a little extreme. But you have been getting phone calls, what I heard from Australia, is that correct? People wanting to buy a seat at your bar so that they could watch the game 3, 4, and 5 from there?
Well, there's another issue. The city does not want us to have outdoor furniture.
Uh-oh.
They don't want anything that can be thrown or used in other ways. So there's going to be very little seating in our bar, and we have decided just to run the bar the way we do for any game. We're not charging a cover charge. It's first come, first serve. And as I just got through saying, we try to take care of people who have been with us during winters, during bad Cub seasons, and et cetera.
So are people camped out in front of Murphy's Bleachers right now waiting for it to open?
No, I don't think so. I'm not at Murphy's Bleachers right now.
Oh, you can go. Amy, get over there. Get over there.
I know.
First come, first serve, and Murphy's Bleachers. I mean, if you can't be in Cleveland, where else to watch it?
I know. I agree.
So we all knew that this day was coming, that eventually the Cubs would make it to the World Series. But how are you? What's your level of exhaustion at this point?
Well, yesterday our phones were ringing off the hook. I answered phones all day long trying to do the schedule. One of the problems with doing the schedule is you're not we're sure now that we at least have 4 games, and everything's being done last minute and on the fly, and I think that kind of wears everybody out a little, and I'm trying not to wear my staff out. I only have one staff, and those 3 days here at Wrigley Field are going to be really tough.
When the Cubs come back home to play at Wrigley, what's going to happen on that block? Are you guys opening early? Are you doing anything special, or is it just going to be another game, except it's not another game?
No, we're not opening early, and we're, as I said, we're running the bar pretty much the way we always run the bar, and we'll do the best we can. Last Saturday at the championship game, there was a line at about 3:00 in the afternoon, and the line eventually stretched all the way to Addison.
Oh my gosh!
Now what if some Chicago aldermen want preferred seating and they want to cut in line? Is that going to be acceptable at Murphy's Bleachers?
Tom Tunney can cut in line. Yes.
Oh, the Tom Tunney waiver again.
Yeah.
No, she's just she's got a.
He's a friend of ours.
No, he is.
I've already got through saying he has been there during the
the good times and the bad.
Yes, we love our feudal lords. Yes.
But you're lucky too because you have these Fox Sports anchor desk right across the street from your bar. Has that helped you, or has it made things worse?
It's made things. Actually, I think one thing that it did on Saturday was there was a celebration out on Waveland and Sheffield too, and I think that helped out without having everything on Clark Street. So I actually think that divided it a little, and it's been fun to have them there. They keep mentioning our bar. I mean, it can't hurt. No. They were going to come over, and then someone said that they couldn't come over. So,
you must have had A-Rod over there.
Yeah, we would have liked to have seen them all, but we have not, other than the back of their heads.
Yes. What about like a Bill Murray or a Eddie Vedder or a Billy Corgan?
Well, Eddie Vedder has always come to Murphy's, and he's one of those fans that has been there good times and bad, and he's a good friend of ours. The Pearl Jam rehearsed on our roof before their concert this year, and Eddie's been there every day. Bill Murray was there, and Eddie Vedder actually took a selfie of me and Bill Murray.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
All right, so any drink specials this weekend? Just kidding.
The best thing about this selfie is I didn't take it.
Okay. All right, so Beth, any drink specials this weekend?
No.
Yeah, I know. You don't need to. And God bless you for not charging people to get in for a cover, because I know a lot of other bars are charging a hefty price. I heard $100 on Saturday they were charging to get into the bars.
Yes, I heard they were, and maybe we should because we do have capacity, but we decided not to. Are
you letting Sox fans or Indians fans, and I repeat myself, are you letting them attend your establishment?
Of course.
Oh, all right. That's very nice. Just very welcoming.
She does not discriminate.
We have not. Now, let me say, we have not seen any Sox fans whatsoever.
Yeah, Dan. So buzz off.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Good to know. Good to know. Beth Murphy, owner of Murphy's Bleachers in Wrigleyville. Good luck this week. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks. And she joined us on our turnkey.pro answer line.